Well, hello everyone. Welcome to another Working Out with Aaron Briggs video. What do you have for us today, Aaron?
Today is a cardio day. We're going to have 3 specific movements, and we're warming up with our first one right now. If you'd like to join us, we're going to go ahead and start with our deadlift. And remember, this first round is about 30 seconds long. It's really about getting loose. So yeah, you're kind of doing the movement. Sometimes you use weight, sometimes not, but go ahead and just kind of get loose, get wheeled out. Our second move is called a row or a pull, and you can see us doing that right now, or at least I am. Maggie's still stretching her hips out a little bit, which is great.
Just doing a kind of forward fold.
If you need more time, you take it. And again, if we're ever moving too fast for you, you can pause that video. Make sure you take as much time as you need to get warmed up. And then our third move is going to be what's called a clean. This one's always a little bit different. A clean is very similar to a deadlift. You just go a little bit farther. Instead of picking something up from the ground and stopping, when you just stand up, you go ahead and take it all the way up to your shoulders. Again, I use the analogy all the time. This is the move that you use to pick your suitcase up to start putting it in the overhead bin, right? You gotta kind of bend over a little bit, you pull those elbows up high, you get it up to your shoulders, and then you can push. And this is also the move I use to grab little kiddos before I throw them up in the air. in fun and not anger, right? Yeah, this is what we do on playground moves.
Very safely.
Very safely. Now, you've got about 30 seconds of rest, and because it's a cardio day, we're recommending, and what you'll see us doing, is what's called active recovery. It's a movement that's not quite exercise, but you're not quite just laying around either. And so today I'm doing something called shoulder taps. I'd invite you to try that with me, or do anything. I have some people stand and march in place and kind of do whatever. Okay? We're going to go ahead and get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's begin deadlifting. Now, I realize we went right from our warm-up into our movement. If that caught you off guard, pause it, go get what you need, back it up a little bit, and then start fresh when the timer gets on. Otherwise, you're hanging out with us, and you've got about 15 seconds. Now, a quick explanation for how this is going to go. You're going to deadlift for 30 seconds, then you're going to add a row. You're going to deadlift, then row, also for 30 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. You know what's coming. Let's try it on. Deadlift, row, deadlift, row. Keep it going. You've got a good little rhythm there. That's what we're looking for, right? Deadlift,
If you need to say it in your head, that's okay.
Exactly. And then
Like
again, one more road sign for you. We've got another addition. You are going to, for your third round, deadlift, then row, then clean. You've got 3 movements to make a little mini circuit. We're going to try that in 3, 2, 1. Try it again. Deadlift, row, get that weight up to your shoulders. Be smooth. And I love Maggie's little progression here. Maggie is doing, she's adding a little press into it. So not only is she getting that literally backpack, that thing that she might put in her overhead bin, she's getting it up to her shoulders, and then she's finishing it off. She's putting it all the way up, which is awesome, right? There's nothing wrong with that. You can add that little movement if you need to. And you're rocking it. Okay, you've got about 4 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Now you can either just rest, right? Stand, kind of walk around, wiggle those feet around a little bit, or you can do what I'm doing and do the planks with the shoulder taps, or planks, really just about anything, as long as you're staying movement, right? The idea is cardio today. We're flowing into some movements. That's typically what we call it. And so far, it's a good start, okay? You have 1 round to your name. We're going to go
gang.
4 total. 3, 2, 1. Let's start those deadlifts again, right? You know exactly what's coming. We apologize for the hiccups and burps if you can hear them. I think they're pretty darn cute.
Yeah.
Our little Wally is having some fun with us today.
Yeah, little 6-month-old Wally is hiccuping and burping.
Or it's me.
No, they're way too cute sounding to be you.
All right, you're still rocking it with those deadlifts. Keep it going. In 5 seconds, remember, we're going to add that row. Not switch to the row, add the row. 3, 2, 1. There you go. Add a row. Every time you do a deadlift.
Deadlift, row.
You're looking for control,
Deadlift,
right?
up, down, row.
Yep, add it however you want. No matter what move you're doing, we want to see you go smooth, right? If you ever feel like you're rocky, if it feels kind of twisted or janky, change it up a little bit. Try doing something a little bit different here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see you add that clean into the mix.
What could they add if it's feeling rocky or
You know, really, I would just say slow it down a little bit.
Slow down.
I always like the movements themselves. We're always trying to do some form of the movements so they can either slow it down or take a little bit of weight away.
Okay.
Those are usually the main things. And then the other thing to do is just watch the range of motion. Going slower helps you do that. It's really more about being mindful and paying attention to what feels good so that you can repeat doing that, and what feels bad so you can take that out. 3, 2, 1, let's go active recovery. You're 2 rounds in so far. Yeah. Well done. Really well done. And that second round, even though we don't always say it, I always think it's that round where everything just gets a little bit better.
Yeah.
Right? It's our attention, and for most people it happens automatically just because you practiced it one time, right? You kind of
you're definitely more than warmed up. Your muscles are ready for this. You're almost like mentally more into it, I think, too.
1, exactly. Okay, let's start round 3. Deadlift again, just deadlifts right here, and our intention for round 3 is to make it feel like exercise. If it hasn't felt like cardio yet, here's where you're potentially going to want to maybe speed it up, add some weight if it's feeling good for you, right? If it's not feeling good for you, remember your priority is to make it feel good, right? That's always number 1, okay?
Good tip, Aaron.
You've got about 6 more seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, 1, and add that row, please. Fantastic. I love what I see. Y'all are doing great. Okay, now remember, when we talk about it being a exercise, it feeling like exercise, today is a cardio day, which means less about strength, less about muscle burn, more about how you feel with your breathing, how you feel you feel your heart pounding a little bit, right? 3,
kind of get warm
2,
a little bit, right?
1, exactly. Very, very good.
Yeah, and this is
adding that clean. Total of 8 minutes.
Total of 8 minutes.
Total of 8 minutes.
I'll make sure to go ahead and link to some other workouts. I've been doing that in almost every video. I'm trying to link to our playlists, both our strength playlist and our cardio playlist, and you can click on those to see other workouts that
5,
you could
4,
do.
Yep. 3, 2, 1. Active recovery or take your break.
Yeah, we've been listing all of those with the amount of time that is spent on.
Yeah.
So the length of the video is a little bit longer than what's listed in the title because the time spent on is what we've got in that title.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't necessarily count your stretch time as part of your workout.
Right.
Something like that. Okay. You've got about 10 seconds. You're going to do your last round. Last round's coming up. If you need to make any adjustments, do so now because we're rocking it in 3, 2, 1, let's go.
All right, you got this.
Yep, round 4 is about finishing well, right? Our last round is always about finishing well. I think we're looking good. We're standing up tall. We're proud with those deadlifts. Maybe you've got a little core action going on, right? Remember, this is less about muscular fatigue, right? We're not using heavy weights. This is more about continuing the action. It's cardio done a little differently, right? A little differently than a walk or a jog or a bike ride. 3, 2, 1, let's add that row. You're no strangers to this. In fact, you're probably getting pretty good at this by now. Keeping it smooth.
Yeah, and if you've noticed a pattern that this kind of circuit or flow, sorry, the word is flow, I think, comes up. We've done this a few times, and that's on purpose, right, Aaron?
Yeah, so that you can get really good at it.
Yeah.
It's like practicing any skill, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes people oftentimes want really like a lot of different workouts. 3, 2, 1, add that clean, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? Having some variety is really good, which is why we choose to do different workouts on different days.
Right.
I also like having consistency because it's fun to get good at something, right? If you're always doing something different, it can be really hard to see your success. And even to feel it, right? If you're always feeling like you're doing something really, really challenging and new, that could be just hard. So my recommendation is little variations within the week, but consistency within the month. 3, 2, 1, and your last little bit is your active recovery. Now remember, after this is our stretch, so do with it what you will. If you just need a little extra breathing time, take it. Otherwise, if you can finish with your active recovery method, if you're doing those shoulder taps, continue to do them because you're rocking it. Get that full 8 minutes. And again, time-wise, we recommend getting about 25 minutes a day. This is your first 8. Maybe it's your last 8, I don't know. But we'd recommend doing at least 17 more minutes. 3, 2, 1. We're going to go ahead and move into our stretches. I'm going to continue that exercise thought in just a moment. Remember, our stretch that we're focusing on is that what we call our supine hip and knee. It's really about hip and knee this week. We're going to go back to our modified pigeon. Think 90 degrees in that front leg, and that back leg can be at 90, or really any angle that feels good for you. And again, these first 30 seconds are just holding it. And then the next 30 seconds, we're going to add that little bit of motion. Think that front leg presses into the ground with every breath. On, off. Yeah, so back to the timing. When we say 17 minutes, we're really meaning at least that. If you want to go, I personally dial that up to 20 minutes, right? I tend to round it up. So if you've done 8 minutes of this workout, maybe you're counting that as 10, you're looking for a 15 to 20 minute extra exercise. It could be as easy as going outside for a walk. It could be doing another one of our videos. I know we just got done with a 20-minute exercise video this week even. So you can go and do that one again. The beauty of the way that we do our exercises is that they are repeatable. You could do any of our exercise videos on any day and probably be just fine. They're not meant to overuse, right? Not overtraining or anything like that. Okay. If you haven't switched legs, go ahead and do that. And then again, you can use your timing as you will. There's nothing magical about 30 seconds. That's just how long we're choosing to hold it.
Yeah, Aaron, I know some people are choosing to work out like 3 times a week. Or use our videos 3 times a week, I'll say. And then they're doing, maybe walks or supplementing in other ways, other days. And something that has worked for them is just kind of doing the video for the day and then backlogging to the next 2 or 3.
Oh, sure.
And that way they're getting, 30 minutes or so, 40 minutes or so in.
Absolutely.
With our videos. In addition to the walks or whatever cardio, movement they're doing, whether they're doing, a yoga video with another YouTuber or something else. So.
Yeah, if I hear what you're saying right, so they might wait 2 or 3 days and do, like, let's say on Wednesday they'll dial in and do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday's workout videos. Oh, I love that. Yeah, you can totally stack these, and again, that's why we make them different. Right. So that you can have that variety. I hadn't thought about that before, but I really like that. Yeah. I think that's a really good way.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about that either, and I think we're trying to make this as easy as possible for people to follow along and really get what they need, and Aaron is certainly an expert in working out. He is an expert in movements. He's an expert in exercise and what works. You guys, he is reading and researching because it's fun for him. He is naturally a learner, so he knows so much about this stuff, and it's so neat because he can really just pare it all down and tell us what we need to know, so we don't have to think about it. And I think we're still just doing that supine that supine stretch, and you can just release anytime or just stay in that stretch if you want to. Anyway, all that said, you guys, is that we're just here with you. We are just here to encourage you. We are so thankful for the comments. We're thankful for people that are subscribing to the channel. If you want to get notified when a new video comes up, go ahead and hit that bell button. And you'll know every time we put up a new video, so you'll never miss one. Thanks so much, you guys. Oh, and feel free to share these videos with anybody you think would enjoy them and benefit from moving around with us. So, all right, that's it for now. Make it a great day.